Hello guys and welcome back to the transfer series today, talking about Tottenham Hotspur. And it's a team that's infuriated me a bit with this series because I planned all these. I had my notes on who they should sign and what positions they need to sign, and then before I can get the video out, before I can record the video even, Spurs have signed someone and they signed Timo Werner. And that's how we're going to start the video. Before we even talk about the tactics, we're going to start about the fact that I told them, I had said they need to sign someone with Premier League experience, a striker with Premier League experience who's, not really favoured in the past couple of years and, has shown his ability in the past but has not been reaching it recently. Different player, but it would have worked still. It would have worked. I think this would have been better than Werner as well. I do, but maybe that's the bias in me speaking. As I said, I am biased towards United, and I probably still do like Martial. It just never worked really. But I think it'd have been better than Werner, and I think they could have got him on a permanent as well rather than a loan deal, because a loan deal is just not that great, is it? I guess they're probably holding out for someone else. But let's talk about how Ange likes to play. He likes to play with a very high line, which we all know now, as it was really exposed in that Chelsea game a couple of months ago now. It was a while ago, that game, that 4-1 Chelsea game. It was crazy after 2 red cards, a lot of injuries, and that's when you've seen James Milner not come back since then because of the injuries that they sustained in that game. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. Obviously, we know I'd like to line up right now with Brennan Johnson on the wing, Kulusevski on the other wing. Well, Kulusevski has been playing down the middle quite a bit recently as well, with James Maddison being injured. But obviously, Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson, and then Son up front. But Richarlison was playing up front as well. And then you have Kulusevski in the middle, Brennan Johnson out wide, and Richarlison, Son out wide as well, where he should be on the left. I think that's his best position, and that's where he should be. And then 2 hard-working centre-mids. Currently, Bissouma and Sarr getting most of the game time there. Obviously, Benton Kerr probably get some game time when he gets back as well. And it seems like Skip and Højbjerg are kind of out of the question. Full-backs, very high attacking, like to get up the pitch, like to overlap on the wingers, as like the wingers get into more attacking spaces and allows the full-backs to get in and get crosses in and high potential, as most teams play nowadays. And then this very high line from Van der Ven and Romero, who can track back really well. So let's talk about who I think they should need in this high-line attacking team. Starting with another defender. I think they need backup in defence. You saw that when Romero got injured. They had to play Ben Davies back there. Sometimes Eric Dyer. Emerson Royale was playing back there. So maybe an actual centre-back would help. And I think Sutalo would be a suitable replacement for Eric Dyer, who seems to be on his way out. Getting linked with Bayern. Obviously, in my series, I've linked him with Forest. But, if he goes to Bayern, he goes to Bayern. Then I don't know why Bayern would want him, but Bayern want him for some reason. Sutalo would be a good backup as well. He's young as well, so, being able to play alongside Van der Ven could benefit him. We can also play in this left-back role for when Udogie gets injured, because they don't really have a backup for there either, truly. They have Sessegnon, but it just never really came into fruition for him at Spurs, and I think he'd be best off moving. Onto the next position where I think they should sign, and it'd be getting linked a lot in the news with Conor Gallagher, so I think they do need a centre mid, but I've gone with a different player. I have gone with Khéphren Thuram from Nice. Very young, very hard-working midfielder, and could make a great partner for Bissouma in the years to come. I think Bissouma's 26 now, so maybe a partner for Pape Sarr as well. Just someone who is that hard-working midfielder. That gives them real good depth in the midfield, especially to try to get into Europe for next year. Depth in the midfield, as you've seen with Newcastle, as you've seen with Brighton, it's needed. You need depth in these teams, or otherwise you're going to struggle on different parts, you're going to struggle on the fights, you're going to struggle to hold in all these competitions together. So someone like Kamara, it might cost them a pretty penny, but it's for the future, and that's what Tottenham are investing in right now. They're trying to invest into the future and invest into better players to last them for a few years. With the money that they got from Harry Kane, and they've still got a bit of that left, I'd say. I'd only spent a lot of it on Brennan Johnson on that £55 million deal. But getting Khéphren Thuram would be a brilliant deal for him. And he is really hard-working, and he would start over Sarr. That Bissouma, Thuram in the midfield. Obviously, Benton Kerr playing as well when he gets back. I think he probably starts over Bissouma as well. Especially the type of player that he is. I think it'd be a brilliant signing. And that is who I think Spurs should sign. That is the 2 players I think Spurs should sign. I think the rest of Spurs are doing quite well right now. As I said, I thought they would probably need another striker, but they've just got Werner. I don't want to say a different striker. We'll see how Werner does, and then in the summer we can go back onto it and go, right, they need this striker to fill in that role rather than what Werner was doing. I am predicting that. I'm going to have to say that as well. But that is the Tottenham transfers. Let me know who you think Tottenham need to sign in this window. It is awkward saying 2 transfers when you've already signed 1, and it was a decently sized transfer as well. Obviously, it was a loan fee, but it is what it is. But if you have liked the video, please leave a like. It'd be much appreciated. And if you see more, subscribe, because there is 2 more videos on the way, but already now 18 on the channel to watch. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.